Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson, and I'm back today with another 10 trades. Today's date is May the 14th, and I am trading today with my new Pro Scalper trading system. Now, I started yesterday actually doing futures, and I've found that it's quite easy to trade, so I'm going to start trading more often. Today I did crude oil and gold, and as you can see, my Pro Scalper is pumping out the in these two they're called ticks. Now I had a trader yesterday asking me, do I have a system that can get into trades and use a much smaller stop? As you all know, sometimes I could have 40-50 pips swings, which don't bother me, because after I drill down the lights, check the higher time frames, I know which direction it's going. But I do teach within the training videos how to get near perfect timing entries and how to trade at the right hand edge. And once you master that, this will allow you to have a much smaller stop, usually between 5 and 10 pips. So I do teach, how you can be more effectively trading using any of my trigger systems. Now, before I get into the trades, I would like to repeat again, and that is to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. This is what all new traders struggle with, including myself. It took me over 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. Now, if you want to get that up to over 80% success rate, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy this education and then do the homework, or else you will fail at trading. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. Now, if you leave your name and email address, I will put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Now, another thing I would like to point out, I made the mistake many years ago of only doing one trade. Now, can you imagine if I would have only done one trade like this Euro Aussie, sitting around for an hour or more and going up and down, ending up with it looks like around 3 pips lost. Meanwhile, I could have hung on to this trade for another 2-3 hours and it may turn into a winner, but who wants to sit around 3-4 hours for 7 pips? Now, due to the fact that I don't know, no traders really know which one is going to pump out the pips, so that is why I recommend you do at least 3 trades or more. I try most of the time to do 5 to 10 trades. Today it was 10 trades. 9 were winners, 1 was a loser, and I can guarantee you it's well over 100 pips. And 100 pips generally puts a smile on my face. Remember, I've been doing this for many years, and if you don't love it, you will get frustrated so many times that you will end up quitting and become part of the 95% of the traders who fail at trading. So let's check out these trades and see how they work out. Now, as you can see, at one point I was winning over here, but I closed them all out at 9.24 as I was watching the total, and when I was happy, I just, with one click of the mouse, I closed them out quite quickly. Okay, so I took the trade. The sell signal on the Pro Scalper was from way back here. 15 minutes is saying to sell. Took the trade. It's a little bit slow at getting in a trade. And there was the pullback. I actually teach how you can get in at a better price. Like let's say here with a 5 pip stop. So keep that in mind. If you trade the way I teach in the training videos, you will get away with a 5 to 10 pip stop. So at one point I was up 9 pips, and as I said, I closed out. If I closed it out right now, I'd be up maybe 1 pip. But anyhow, it looks like I lost 2 pips on this trade, and losing 2 pips on the Euro Aussie, I lost $232. Moving right along, Euro New Zealand is the next pair. By the way, the first 9 pairs here, up to here, are my workhorses. And I just threw in 3 more pairs that looked good at the time when I pulled the trigger. Euro New Zealand. From back here, scalpers saying to sell. You will get a pop-up box like this telling you either up or down signal, the time, and the pair or futures. Now keep in mind, you're going to get a lot of signals. All it does is draw your attention to it, and it doesn't mean take the trade. What you got to do is look at the charts and analyze the charts, and then make a decision whether you should take the trade or not. On this trade, I took the trade right here. There's my stop right there. Took the trade, closed it out. As I said, all in one shot. This one looks like it's about 7 pips. And 7 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $506. Remember, as my mentor told me about 15 years ago, you don't need a lot of pips. 10 to 20 pips. Or even like 5 and 7. If you put in enough trades and do lot sizes big enough, you're going to kill the market. Also, as I'm looking at this is a perfect example right from here. Actually, here's good enough to go. Perfect example of a great way to trade. And most of these trades, if I'm not mistaken, they all qualified. I'll let you know as I go through them. Keeping in mind that when you trade a great way to trade, it has, for me anyhow, minimum 90% success rate. Moving on. Pound dollar. Let's run a check on that pair. Another good example of a great way to trade. All the way from back here. Perfect. And away it goes. There's my stop. Got in the trade. Went against me 11 pips. And looks like I closed it out again with 7 pips. 7 pips on the pound dollar paid $700. And of course, as you can see, the dollar right here is a workhorse. Remember, if it's 20 or less percent, a workhorse. And this New Zealand, it was just at 80, and once it's 80 or higher up, that also is a workhorse. And when you get a combination of both, you can get easily over 100 pips. I teach all of that and exactly what to look for within the training videos. Next pair, pound yen. Drag and drop it up. Well, looks like, let's see, goal line. Yep, this is very, very close, but it is a great way to trade. Got the signal right here. And by the way, you can drop it down to the 5 minutes. So signal was here at 7:30 a.m. New York time. When you drop it down to the 5 minutes, the signal here is 7:30 right here. When you drop it down a time frame, you'll get the signal even faster right here. and it definitely qualified for a great way to trade, looking much better right here to get in the trade. And I did just that on this pound yen trade, and I ended up closing it out, looks like with 9 pips, still going. And those 9 pips on the pound yen paid $823. Moving right along, the euro dollar. Let's see how this trade turned out. Perfect, good example of a great way to trade. Let's see. Got in at this cursor. By the way, that's my stop right there. And I closed out this trade with 13 pips. And 13 pips on the euro dollar paid out $1,300. Moving right along to the next trade, the pound Aussie. This pair, I sold it. And let's see. When I took the trade, not only was it what I call a great way to trade, everything lined up. The pro scalper right here was saying to sell. Also, I teach how to trade around the goal line. Either here or here is where you're going to pull the trigger. And that's exactly what I did. And let's see how this trade worked out. Closed the trade at this point, looks like with 19 pips. And 19 pips on the pound Aussie paid $1,474. Remember, the more things that line up, telling you to either buy or sell, and then you just patiently wait for the best point to get in. Many times that's a pullback, just to let you know. I teach all of these tips and tricks. And look at that US dollar, it's at 6%. New Zealand dollar, double workhorse, double bus driver. Definitely this pair is going up. 100%. Guaranteed. And just to show you, I could have easily traded this pair. This pair, doesn't move very much, but having a double bus driver, this thing can keep going. It already hit the ADR here, right here, and it's still on its way up. Okay, another pair I could have traded, but that's okay. I figured 10 trades is good enough. Next pair to look at, pound New Zealand. Another pair I sold. Perfect example from right back here as a great way to trade. There's my stop right there. So for you traders who are asking for a system about stops, can you get in with a small, stop? Well, you tell me. Is 6 pips good enough? Well, that's exactly what I did. I took the trade and I put I didn't put it in immediately, but when this candle closed, I put it in. So less than a 10 pip stop. And I closed it out, looks like with 22 pips. 22 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $1,591. Moving right along, let's check out this crude oil. Drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Another perfect example of a great way to trade. Scalpers indicating a buy, it's very clear. Pull the trigger here. I knew that it could go back to the goal line and continue on its way up. And if I was in the trade, I'd be making a lot more. Let's see what I got from here to here is 20 ticks. And from here to here is 60. More than 60, actually. This would have pumped out $6,000, just to let you know. So I definitely could have, but I'm not too greedy, just to let you know. I have my daily quota. I get it every day, and I am happy. So as I said, 20 ticks ended up paying $2,000. Love trading futures, and I will be doing much more over the trading days. Let's see, gold. Let's go and get some gold. Here we go, gold. Let's see how this looks. When I pull the trigger, not only a great way to trade, scalper saying to buy, so not a problem, buy. With 28, that's even more. 28 ticks, and 28 ticks on the gold is $2,690. Remember, 10 ticks is 1 point, so that would be 2.8. 2.8 points, or 28 ticks, whichever way you want to call it. Pound CAD. Let's see how that worked out. Paid the most amount of money, so let's see what happened. Perfect example. Great way to trade. Scalper screaming, sell, sell. Only went against me 8 pips. And look at that, bang, big red candle. Loved it. Ended up closing the trade with 34 pips. And 34 pips on the pound CAD paid $2,811. So I had another great day of trading today. Pip total was 159 pips. And of course the 2 futures, which they're called ticks. But anyhow, that 159 pips paid $13,665. So if your trading is not producing on a daily basis like my Pro Scalper, I suggest you get your hands on it. You can look right below this video. You'll see my Pro Scalper system. I do charge $250. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. You must learn this. Now the package, it has 4 gigabytes of training. You'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now there are a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and I threw in 9 bonus videos, as this is what you're going to need, a lot of education to succeed. Now I do teach a lot of ways to trade, and that's why there's 42 training videos. My number 1 way is a great way to trade, and as you saw today, plenty of examples. Now you can put this on pause. Have any questions? All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me, and of course I'll answer whatever questions you have. If you live too far, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. Now I do prefer Skype, and if you click on this link, we will have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing I will give you a free session and I will answer your questions. And of course, if you click on this link, you'll see 32 screenshots of all the different trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it one more time. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.